Hey there, this is Jaron Lexo from ProSite Tutorials, and in this video I'm going to talk about one strategy that will help you increase the number of viewers that you have in your videos inside of your channel. And this is called cross promotion. So I'm going to explain what is this, why it's effective, and also how you can use it. So stay there and let's get started. So what is cross promotion? Well, it's basically throughout your video you mention other ones that you have inside of your YouTube channel that have related content, and you can see that I did exactly that in this video. And if someone is watching this video, most likely they want to learn how to create their first YouTube video using a software called Camtasia, and probably they will also be interested in learning where they can find free music, videos, and images that they can use in their YouTube videos, or even how to create a banner for their YouTube channel, and so on. So this is exactly what cross promotion is. And when someone clicks on one of these links, they are immediately taken to another video that I have inside of my YouTube channel, and they can start watching it. Now, this is a strategy that you should apply in most of the videos that you publish inside of your YouTube channel, because it's really effective in increasing the visibility of other videos that you have inside of your YouTube channel. Because sometimes what happens is you publish a video and it doesn't immediately become popular. You don't immediately start receiving thousands and thousands of viewers. But if you at least constantly promote those videos in other ones that you have, at least they don't totally disappear from YouTube. People still have the opportunity of finding that content inside of your other videos in your YouTube channel. And by increasing the visibility of your older videos, what happens is people will go to your older videos, they will start watching them, and it will increase the watch time from those videos. And watch time, if you don't know, is one of the most important aspects when it comes to ranking your videos well inside of YouTube search engine. Watch time is the amount of time that people spend watching one of your videos, and the more you increase it, the better your video will perform inside of YouTube search engine. So this is the reason why you should always do cross promotion, and there are several ways that you can do it, and I'm going to explain 3 ways that you can cross promote your videos inside of YouTube. So the first strategy is simply by including annotations along your video, and there are 2 different ways that you can do this. I'm going to explain the easiest way, which is simply by using YouTube annotations, and the second way, which is a bit more complicated, but you can make your annotations look more catchy and more attractive, is simply by using Camtasia or a software similar to Camtasia to make your annotations. Okay, so the simplest way is once you publish your YouTube video, you go to the edit options of your YouTube video, and then you go to the annotations tab, and you can see that below you have the timeline. You can zoom in or zoom out by using this option. You can see that this is a video that I already published, so I already have annotations appearing, and you can see the annotations by this small box that appears inside of the timeline. So once I zoom in, you can see more exactly where I have my annotations. If you want to include an annotation, you just go to the place that you want to include your annotations in the timeline just by dragging this arrow. Sometimes it's a bit hard for you to do this, but once you go to the position where you want to put your annotation, you just click on Add Annotation. And you have several options, but in this case, for this type of stuff, you want to use Note. And you can see that now I have annotation appearing with no test included. I typically like to include my annotations to the left side of the screen because people usually have the habit of reading from the left to the right side, so it's more more visible this way. Now you want to include a call to action. Always include a call to action, just giving the instructions of what people need to do so they can watch your other video. So let's say click here to watch my other video. And you can see that now I have this test appearing. Now what you need to do is you probably want to, you have in custom, you have normal and impact. I like to use impact because it makes my annotation more visible. Also, I'm going to increase the font a bit to 16 pixels. And also, if you want, you can change the font color from white to black. You really don't have many options in this case. And also the background color, you have several options. For background, you have red if you want to make your annotation a bit more catchy. And then you can also choose exactly and specifically where you want your annotation to start appearing inside of your video and when you want to end it. I typically like to make my annotations last about 40 to 1 minute long. I don't like to make them way too long, or it gets a bit annoying for people who are watching my video. So let's just make it about 1 minute. Or if you want, you can even go to your timeline and you can also do the same thing to control the amount of time you want your annotations appearing inside of your video. Just by increasing and decreasing this small box. Now what you want to do is you want to click on link. You have several options, but in this case, if you want to connect to another video that you have inside of your channel, you just choose the first option. Now below you want to insert the URL of your video, and I don't know any of the URLs for my video because they are quite complicated, but I'm just going to leave this URL. Now always test your links because sometimes by mistake you might have a wrong link or even a broken link, and then you redirect people to nowhere or to another place which you don't want. So always make a preview before you actually publish this annotation inside of your video. And also the other option that you want to check is open link in new video. The reason why you want to do this is if someone clicks on your annotation, you still want to keep people watching the video which they are presently watching. So you always want to maintain people inside of the video which they are already watching. And by doing this, the only thing that happens is once they click this link, it opens a new window, but they still are kept inside of the video that they are watching. So this is how you can include annotations inside of YouTube. Now I'm going to the other option, which is using Camtasia. But first I'm going to delete this because I don't want this inside of my video. And the other annotations will look something like this. This one's which I've created in the beginning of my video. If I actually can get this right. Sometimes this YouTube thing is a bit clunky and it's a bit hard for you to get what you want. So the other annotations is this ones which I've included in the beginning of my video, and as you can see it looks far more catchy. So for you to do this you need to use Camtasia or a software similar to Camtasia. So I'm going to Camtasia so I can show to you how you can do this. Okay, so once you are inside of Camtasia, the first thing that you want to do is simply go to this clip bin tab, and you want to import the thumbnail image from your oldest video. So you just go to import media and you just get the image that you have saved on your computer, which in this case I need to get mine, which is this one. So this is the thumbnail from my other video. And then the thing that I do is I select it and I simply drag it to where I want it appearing in the timeline of my video, just like this. Actually, I'm going to zoom in a bit so you can see more exactly. The reason why I like to include the thumbnail of my other video is because it looks catchy. People can read it and get a quick idea of what my other video talks about. So you can see that now I have the image included inside of my video, and I just reduce the size a bit because this is way too large. And I'm going to include it to the left side once again. Now I like to add a call to action. I'm just going to reduce a bit more. I like to add a call to action. For me to add a call to action, I go to callouts. I add callout, and I like to select this simple rectangle. Also make sure to delete the fade in and also the fade out if you don't want this type of transition. Now what I do is I typically select the border. In this case I don't want the border, and also select the background color using this fill tab. You can do that if you want another color. Also you can have some effects. In this case I want to keep it simple. Now I'm just going to reposition this callout, increase the size a bit so you can have the same height as my thumbnail. Increase it a bit more, and now I'm going to put a call to action. So I'm going to write a call to action. Let's say click here to watch my other video. I'm going to select everything, and I'm going to increase the size of this font a bit. Let's say 36 pixels, just like this, something like this. And if you want, you can make it bold, and you can even change the font family to another one just by selecting everything. Always make sure that you have everything selected, and you go over here and you can change to another font. Let me see, this one. Okay, so once you have this done, you want to include a transition to both things, to your thumbnail image and also to your callout. So I'm going to select both, and for me to select both, I'm using the control button of my keyboard, and I click on both boxes that are in my timeline. And now I'll get to transitions, and you have several transitions you may want to try, but the one that I like to use is this one, slide to the right. And you can get a preview if you want, and you can see that since I have both selected, it immediately integrates the same transition to both boxes. And now I'm going to do a preview so you can get a better idea of how this looks like inside of my video. Actually, I'm going to increase the size a bit over here, and I'm going to press the play button. Effective in increasing the visibility. If you want, you can even increase the time of your annotation a bit more. So this is how it looks like. Effective in increasing the visibility. Okay, so this is how you can include annotations inside of your video. Now, the other part is you need to link them. So once you have your annotations done, you produce your video, you have the file of your video, then you upload it to YouTube, and then what you need to do is you need to go back to YouTube, you go to the edit options of that video, and what you want to do is you want to go to the exact time inside of the timeline where you did this annotation. You want to go to the exact time inside of your timeline, and what you want to do is, and since I already did this, but what you want to do is you want to go to add annotation, and in this case you want to use spotlight. You can see now I have a spotlight, and where it is, it's over here. You can see this small box. Okay, this is a spotlight. What you want to do is you want to go where you have your annotation, the one that you created inside of Camtasia or another software, and you simply want to increase this box until it fills all of this image. all of your annotation, and you want to do the same thing for both boxes, okay? And this sometimes is a bit hard for you to do because it's a bit clunky. So once you have this annotation filling all of your image, what you want to do is you want to add a link and basically do exactly the same thing which you did previously with the simple annotations that you have with the YouTube, and you want to link to your video just like this. Okay, video. Okay, this is putting editor, but you want to use video and you want to put the link to your other video where you want to redirect people. And once again, you want to put open link, new video. And then what you want to do is you want to go to your timeline. So in this case, I want to go over here. I'm going to zoom in a bit because this is a bit hard for me to see. So I'm going to zoom in a bit. So you want to go to the very beginning of where the annotations that you create in Camtasia appear. Now you want to adjust this box so it can appear in the very beginning when these annotations are appearing, and then you want to go to the very ending of when your annotations start disappearing. In this case it's about here, and then you want to decrease the time of this annotation a bit, so it will also disappear in this case the spotlight from the video screen. So this is how you can include annotations along your video, and these are two ways that you can do this. So the second strategy is to include an ending in all of your videos. You can see that once someone gets to the end of my video, they certainly enjoyed watching my video, and they may be interested in watching other videos which have related content. So you can see that this is the ending that someone can see once they get to the ending of my video, and I give them 3 options which they can click on so they can go immediately to the other video and start watching it. And also I have a subscribe button, and also I have instructions of what happens once someone presses this subscribe button. So for this I used 2 things. I use a software called Photoshop, which is an image editing software. You can also use another similar software like GIMP, which is completely free because Photoshop is not completely free. However, you can still go to the website and get a 30-day free trial if you want to use it. And also I use, once again, Camtasia to do this. So first I went to Photoshop, and I'm not going much in detail with Photoshop. I assume that you have a bit of some knowledge about Photoshop and how you can use it, or a software similar to this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on File, and I'm going to create a new layer with exactly these sizes. And this really depends on which resolution you are publishing your videos. In this case, I'm publishing with this resolution, 1920 pixels, and height I have 1080 pixels. Just press OK, and I have this layer which I can start working with. I'm going to unlock my layer so I can work with it. Now the first thing I'm going to do is, this is a standard video which basically I have this video, and the only thing I do is just copy and paste it to the ending of all of the new videos that I create for my YouTube channel. So this is something that I already have done. So what I do is I just include over here some gray areas so I can know where I need to include the thumbnail images from my videos, just like this. And in this case I give people 3 options. Actually I did this wrong. I wanted to do this with a new layer, but okay. So I'm just going to paste it over here. And basically this is what I did. Sure, I need to align this so I can have something a bit more professional, looking more organized. So I have over here 3 boxes. Of course you want to align this. This is just an idea of what you can do. and I'm trying to do this quite quickly. Now you have over here the subscribe button, and the subscribe button, if you want, you can go to Google and try to search for subscribe and go to the image section of Google so you can find a subscribe button, which then you just need to paste it over here. But in this case, I'm not going to do that. Now I'm just going to make this red. Decrease the size a bit because it's way too large. And actually this is, I did this wrong, but okay. What I wanted to do is put it in a new layer, just like this. And this is my subscribe button. Now I put just over here saying subscribe. I choose white as my font because it's more easily readable when you have a red background, just like this. Subscribe. And of course you want to align everything. For you to align everything, you go to view, new guide, 50% over here, so you can align everything. Always try to align everything so it can look more professional. So you need to align everything. Now you can put over here if you want, just like I did pro tutorials, so people can more easily see what my channel is, the name of my channel, pro tutorials. Okay, and now you can put some instructions if you want. Get my free videos. Decrease the size of it. That's way too much. Okay, like this. Okay, this is just an example. It's not something really well done, but this is just an example so you can get a better idea of how you can do this. Now what you need to do is save this to your computer. Save, in this case I like to save it for web because it has a better quality, has a PNG file, and I just save it to my computer. And I'm going to put it in my desktop, and you can give it a name if you want, ending, and just press save. Now you go to Camtasia or another software similar to this one. Go to the very beginning. You need to select import media. You go to where you have your image saved. In this case it's ending, and you can see that now I have the ending. Okay, so now I simply select it, drag and drop it to my timeline, and I'm going to increase this box a bit more so I can have a bit more time. You can see that now it has nearly 1 minute, which is way too much. So you want to increase this about, you want to zoom in over here in the timeline so you can see more easily, and you want to decrease this a bit. I typically like to keep it about 7 to 10 seconds. So this is about, I think it's over here 20, and you can see about 10 to 7 seconds. Let's keep it about 7 seconds. Like this. And now what you can do is you can get some free music and put it as your background. If you want to see where you can get a lot of free music, images for your videos and so on, just click on the link that you can see on the screen so you can watch my other video where I explain this in great detail. So what you do is you grab the free music, you import as media over here to your clip bin. Then you can start using this music. You can see this is a music file, and I'm just going to drag and drop over here to my background, and I'm just going to cut it over here because I don't want all of this extension of music, and I'm just going to delete everything. Sure, you probably want to choose the appropriate place where you want your music to be heard, but I'm just doing this really quickly so you can get a good idea of how you can do this. And I'm just going to reduce the music a bit, the volume. So I'm going to select this box and I go to audio, and you can use over here this option to press volume down. And now you can see that once I press play, you can see that now I have this image with the background music. And what I do in most of my videos is now I just produce and share. Okay, I just go to produce and share, and I typically go to custom production because I want to save it with the sizes, okay, with 1920 pixels by 1080 pixels. And you need to use the custom option because you don't have any other option to do this with this resolution. So you go to custom production settings, press next. I like to say if it has a mauve or whatever you call this. Press next once again. Next. And then you want to choose the name of the file that you want, and you want to choose where you want to save your video. And then you just press finish. And once you do that, you will have an ending movie which you can use for all of the videos that you produce later on for YouTube. So basically I have this video done. I produce this video. I have this video file, and you can see over here I have it over here. So this is the file that I have for this. And basically the only thing I do is once I do a new video, I just grab this file from my computer and I basically just paste it into the ending of my video. Actually, once I did this video, I did it with a smaller resolution. That's why this happens. And you can see that this is basically what I do so I can speed up my work, is just by having this video always done. The same thing with the introduction of my YouTube videos, basically the same thing. And now the only thing I do is I grab the images, the thumbnails that I want appearing in the end. I paste it to my timeline, just drag and drop like always, and you can see now I have this, and I just reduce the size a bit until it can fill completely this small rectangle over here. Okay, so once you have this done, sure you will have sure you want to also increase the time so it will appear until the very ending of your video. So once you have this done, basically this is what you want to do for all of your videos. You want to have this background video done, then you just copy and paste it to your new videos in the ending of your videos. Then the only thing that you need to do is integrate the thumbnails of the videos that you want to appear in the ending of your new videos. So that's what you need to do. Then you go to YouTube, and basically you do the same thing which I showed to you previously. You go to Annotations, and you include a spotlight and include the link where you want to redirect people. So that's the second strategy that you should use so you can increase the visibility of your videos inside of your channel. And now let's get to the third and last strategy, and probably one of the easiest ones, so you can further cross promote your videos and increase their visibility and so on, is once you have a video inside of your channel that is really doing well, you are getting a lot of people watching it, what you can do is you go to the comment section of your video and you leave a comment where you are basically promoting another video which has a content that is relevant to the video that people are watching over here. So that is another strategy that you can use to further cross promote the content inside of your videos. Simply going to your popular ones, the ones that are popular inside of your channel, and just leaving a comment to another video that you have. So that is all about cross promotion. I guess you have now a great idea of how you can do this, the several strategies involved in this, and this is something that will really help you a lot, increasing the number of views that you receive overall throughout your videos in your channel. So that is all for this video. please subscribe so you can receive my weekly free video updates where I talk about YouTube, about WordPress, search engine optimization, and a lot more. So stay there, stay tuned with Pro Site Tutorials, and bye!
I said a little